Hey everyone, it is another day, Halloween clearance hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. It is cold out there today, y'all. It is cold. Anyways, today we are doing some Halloween clearance hunting. I don't know how much Halloween clearance hunting I'm doing. We'll see. It's to be determined. I might do some today, some tomorrow. We went out early to scope out the set to see what was going to be left over. And honestly, there wasn't anything left that I was too excited about or really holding out on. So I don't know if we'll get anything or not. I did want to check Michael's because they had some pink bats that I wanted to snag for Halloween. And maybe this is when I should be looking for some of the pink stuff. So maybe we'll see if there's any pink stuff out there for Halloween. And yeah, so we're headed to Michael's and we're headed to Spirit Halloween. And really, I just want to get out of the house because I'm not going to be posting the end of Vlogoween or end of Vlogtober because honestly, there was nothing to see. So the first half of Halloween, or October, by Halloween, but also October. So the first half of October was hot. The second half of October, everyone was sick. So we didn't go to the pumpkin patch. We were going to go 1 week and Lucian was really sick. Then the next week, we didn't go because it rained. So we didn't go to the pumpkin patch this year. We didn't do a whole lot. We didn't go to my mom's to look at Halloween decorations. We didn't do anything because all we did was lay around just waiting for the sickness to pass or hit us or all the combination. We did have a good Halloween. Everyone was nice and healthy for Halloween. We got the Twisted Grandma. Bunch of baby heads.
What do you want? You don't have an appointment, do you?
Some Beetlejuice stuff still left. What's this? Puzzle. Shrunken head. This is kind of cute. Beetlejuice. Thought about getting this for Lucian. We also have this Jack still left. There's Zero. This guy's kind of cool for my Beetlejuice theme. I like this guy too. Some ghost face stuff. This is kind of cute. Oh look, a Chucky succulent. And seed of Chucky. I still have quite a bit of the bone zone left. I'm kind of loving this Chucky knife clutch. Just left Spirit Halloween and whoa, they had a bunch of stuff left. They had 25% off costumes, which I think will come down tomorrow because I think they didn't have as much off costumes since a lot of people are having Halloween parties tonight. Usually I feel like they have 50% off costumes. Maybe not. Maybe it is 25 the first day. Anyways, they'll continue to mark down, but they had a good selection of stuff. I didn't even show everything. I couldn't get visuals of everything, but I did get most of the visuals of the home decor and a lot of the stuff they had left. They did have some nightmare stuff, so I was excited. I snagged I'll show you what I got. But they had some nightmare plushies and some wall decor and some water bottles and stuff. They also had a bunch of wall decor, classic horror stuff, then some Wicked stuff. They had a bunch of different wall decor. They had a whole ghosty section that they still had available. Pretty much everything. Some little ghosty figurines. They had a little sign that said no feet. They had a wreath. They had some little Summerween trinkets, like a little tray and a couple of different ghosts. Candy corn steak lights, a body bag guy, and what else? A couple of other, like a groundbreaking kind of guy. Horror stuff, Michael Myers, ghost face, lots of ghost face stuff, like soap dispensers. They had figurines. They had little dancing guys or sidestepper kind of guys. They had a bunch of stuff. They had a whole bone zone still. They had, man, they had some animatronics still left. They had a bunch of animatronics left. I didn't even get all the visuals of them because people, I think, were kind of gathering around some of them. But yeah, they had a huge selection at Spirit Halloween, everybody. So I'll just show whatever I saw here or whatever I got visuals of because there was a lot to see. And every time I feel like I was getting a visual, somebody would step right into the shot. So I was like, okay, I don't want to get in anyone's way. Everyone's just trying to shop Halloween clearance and I'm not here to interfere. So I got the shots I got. I'll show you what I got. As we park here, we're heading now to Michael's, and are we gonna go into TJ Maxx? It's right here. This place is slammed. I don't even want to stand in line though at TJ Maxx, but because this is a disaster here at Home Goods. I already knew it would be. It is November 1st, so you know everyone's out Christmas shopping and shopping for their Christmas decor. I mean, there's groups of people out here coming into TJ Maxx. I'm just trying to, oh man, that person parked so crappy. I can't park there anyway. Is this the spot? This is the spot. So anyways, we saw some Halloween stuff at Spirit Halloween. And what was I going to say about Spirit? Man, this is a tight spot. Hopefully no one nails me with their car. What were we going to say about Spirit Halloween? I was going to say something else. I don't remember what I was going to say. Okay. I got, let me show you. Happy Halloween! Some people just walked up and looked at Mr. Skeleton. He always makes people so happy. All right, so I got the Halloween / it's all the different holidays, I think. Countdown. And our Halloween and Christmas, I think. I don't know. We'll have to look at it. And then I got Lucian, a Jack. Everybody was 50% off. I couldn't resist. And then I got this. I thought this was really cool. I don't remember seeing this. This Halloween, it's like a little metal wall decor sign with the Halloween pumpkin. So I thought that was kind of cool. And this was 50% off, $18.99. So I thought that wasn't bad. And then I got a bunch of these little figurines. The boys, I figured, could fight over them. These little Nightmare Before Christmas figurine things. What are these? Like the mystery ones. I got this for my Beetlejuice theme, which I'm going to bring back. If you've been around here, you know I had a Beetlejuice theme. And I haven't decorated in a few years with it because I kind of gave it a little bit of a break. I didn't really get anything new for it. And not that I have to get things new. I like to reuse all of my items. But when I go for a specific theme, sometimes it kind of traps me a little bit. So I really like to buy items that I can use year after year and kind of, they can take a rest for a little bit and then come back. But there have been some themes, like my Beetlejuice theme, that was very specific. And I still have those items, but I just wasn't, like, it felt like it was getting repetitive. So I gave it a break a little bit. But now I think I might start bringing it back because I got this sign 50% off. This Beetlejuice sign. I know I said it 3 times. Be scared for me. And I thought I might use that in my Beetlejuice bathroom. We can bring it back. Or a bedroom, or we'll do it somewhere. But I want to bring my Beetlejuice theme back. I loved it when we did it that one year in the bathroom, so we might do it again in the bathroom. Yeah, that's what I got from Spirit Halloween on clearance. But yeah, I think it just, for me, when it comes to a lot of the Halloween stuff, like even the big blow mold, I was going to put it outside, but it didn't end up fitting. It was purple, and I had more oranges and classic Halloween. So I'm thinking next year on my front porch, I'm going to do more of a witch purples and greens and that kind of theme in, like, on my front door area. And so I'm probably going to keep my front door green for a while. I debated going black, but I think I'm going to keep it green for next year, and we'll do more of a witchy, maybe purple and green kind of theme out there. Yeah, I do use all my Halloween decor, but I don't put all of it out every year. I think it'd be impossible for the most part, but I try to have different themes so I can swap it out. Sometimes I get a rest, or I'll bring all, like, I didn't put a lot of ghosts out this year, but I'll bring out all my ghosts for Halloween and put some little hearts and ghosts again this year. But yeah, it just depends on my theme. I don't know if anyone else is like that. But then I know a lot of people put out their Halloween, all their Halloween every year, but I've maybe gone overboard with Halloween. But I don't want to get rid of anything because there's nothing, honestly, everything's in good shape. Everything looks nice. A lot of stuff I use all year round, like my darker stuff. But it's not, there's no reason to get rid of it. I'm using it, just depends on what themes I go with. So anyways, we're here at Michael's and TJ Maxx Home Goods. We're going in. All right, everyone, we're leaving Michael's and TJ Maxx and Home Goods. I didn't even get any visuals of anything because people were everywhere in there. That was, wow. I don't know if I've ever seen it that busy at Home Goods, TJ Maxx. So I couldn't even get visuals of anything because people were just everywhere. We did go to Michael's though, and Michael's had all the stuff we saw last time, which is to be expected because we were just there. But they still only had 50% off. Like it was the same sales from last week. They didn't mark, usually after Halloween, they'll mark it down 70, 80%. No, it was still only 50% off after Halloween, which blows my mind. So I was expecting to go in there and just have everything clearance like 70, 80% off, 60, 70, 80% off. It was 50% off still. So some of the stuff was 60% off, but that's what we saw last week too. So we didn't see anything new. We didn't see, I mean, I did get a couple of things I'll show you, but because I was waiting for them to get marked down more and they weren't, so I wasn't going to risk it. I just went ahead and got them. But what? 50% off? That's it? I just didn't feel like, I don't know. That's besides the point. We did see some dark holiday stuff, just a couple of things. So I'll show that in a separate video. We're doing holiday decor hunting today as well. But they mainly had stuff that we saw last time. So some of the Edgar Allan Poe kind of stuff. They had the Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein in the bathtub. And some of the wreaths. They had a black wreath with a bunch of spiders and a Venus flytrap wreath. And a really cool kind of gothic looking, I think it was the Alice in Wonderland line. And they had a bunch of the other Alice in Wonderland stuff out, like this floral piece. And they had this veiled lady that was part of the darker line this year. And so they had a lot of darker pieces left, but it was still only 50% off. So I thought at least 60 today, but it was 50% off. They did have 60% off the pastel stuff and Spooky Town. We saw some Spooky Town in there, but it was all the same stuff we saw last week, which is to be expected. We knew what we would be seeing because that's what we saw last week, but I just thought they'd be marked down a little bit more. Even if it was like 60% off all the normal stuff and then 70% off the pastel stuff because it was 60% off last week. So I thought at least they would increase it 10% per collection. But no, it looks like it's just 50 and 60% off. I really want to find the good deals, you know what I mean? So anyways, we did some Halloween clearance hunting, but we're not done yet. So I'll see ya when I see ya. Hey everyone, it is another day Halloween clearance hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. We have finally made it to at home. I'm about to go in right now and see what kind of spooky goods they have left. Right now, I've really only been seeing 50% off, and we are several days past Halloween. I feel like we normally see, I don't know, is it just me? Or do we normally see things that are marked down more? Or is that just certain stores? Because I feel like so far, we've only seen 50% off, 60% off at Michael's, some of the items, but not all of them. Online, at home is 50% off. But I thought maybe sometimes online it's 50% off, and then in stores 60, 70, 80% off. So I'm going to go into at home, see what they have left over, see if they have anything really marked down, and we might score some deals. I don't know. Let's see what they have. Here we go. We're going in. All right, we're leaving at home, and they still, it is November 5th, y'all. I know I'm late putting this Halloween clearance out. Some of you might be like, well, move on already. We're done with Halloween clearance. But normally we see some good Halloween clearance right after Halloween. And I've seen, 50% off is good. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, I feel like normally we see 60, 70, 80% off a week after Halloween. We see a lot more markdowns. Maybe I'm just delusional. I don't think so. So they had a lot left over. They had a full aisle of Halloween still. All sorts of stuff. They had this spider mirror. It's like a mirror with a spider in it. They had a big skeleton pillow. They had these big urn looking things, or what do you want to call them? Planters. And a wreath, like a mossy wreath. They had some pink stuff left over, some pillows. They had the pink skeleton guy. They had was it a ghost or something? That some of the iridescent things, iridescent pumpkin. They had a bunch of candles left, some black LED candles, some red LED candles. They had white LED candles that looked like they were melting. They had little candles, they had candlesticks, they had all sorts of candles in here. Candles shaped as crystal balls with hands wrapped around them, skeleton candles, all sorts of candles in here. They had placemats, they had pumpkin placemats, they had skull placemats. And what else did they have in this area? Oh man, all sorts of stuff. Houses, like spooky houses. They had New Orleans style houses. They had metal houses. What else? They had the big pumpkin with the skeletons coming out. Oh man, what else did they have? And they had a good mix of the different themes. So the darker themes, they had classic Halloween, they had the pastels. So a good mix in here. Some of the witchy stuff, like they had snake decor. They had some of the mirrors left over, the bat mirrors and the mirror with the big spider on the back, or the snake, or whatever it was. Maybe it was both. And lots of Halloween. And neon signs, and I don't even know what else we saw in here, but we saw a lot of Halloween. Nothing that really struck my fancy for 50% off. I thought about getting some of the candles, but I don't know that I need any. I just got a bunch of candles. I should have waited. But anyways, they had a bunch of Halloween still. So that's what we saw at home. Anyways, anything else I'm missing from at home, I'll show here. But that is it, I think, for today. I'm hoping we get back out on the hunt one more time in this video. But if we don't, then I'll see ya when I see ya. Hey everyone, it is currently 5,000 years after Halloween. I'm so sorry this video is so late. I thought about not posting it. I was like, maybe it's just too late. Maybe we need to move on. But we did see, we saw some things on the Halloween hunt out in the flesh. But what am I trying to say? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I don't even know what planet I'm on. I'll get there. But anyways, most of the deals that I saw this year were online. And I got some steals of deals on things, and I wanted to do a little bit of a haul because I was so excited. Some of these items got here way late, like way after Halloween, like not way late, but like maybe a week after Halloween. So I was kind of waiting for some of these packages to come in, but also, you guys, I'll get there. Anyways, I wanted to do a little haul and then also talk about some of the current deals. Finally, now that we're halfway through November, I feel like I'm finally seeing some online deals where we're seeing 70% off or 80% off or 75% off or whatever. But the first solid week and a half after Halloween, it was 50%, 20 to 50%, depends on where you went. But mainly, because I think even some of the home goods was still 20%. And then a lot of places kind of stuck to that 50%. And I feel like I spent like half of this video talking about it's only 50% off, it's only 50% off. I wasn't trying to complain about that. I was kind of just making an observation. It was kind of interesting to me because I feel like we got earlier markdowns this year. Like the whole last even couple weeks of October, things were marked down 50%. And then after Halloween, it took a while, like 2 weeks after Halloween, to see over 50% off or over 60% off, like the big markdowns we normally see. I feel like we normally see those a couple of days after Halloween, but we were seeing them, like I didn't see them until recently. So I thought that was really interesting, but I just wanted to put that out there. Anyways, I found some steals of deals online though, because places like TJ Maxx and Marshall's online had some really big markdowns. But before we get into the haul, just a quick little update on what's been going on around here because it's been a couple weeks since I posted. I've been filming some holiday content and some fall/Thanksgiving content. We've got some planning to do, some grocery shopping to do. I'm doing my mystical magical fall table. We're putting that together. So I have some content filmed that I'm working on editing, so that will be coming out. But the last month, you guys, since basically I left off on Vlogoween or Vlogtober, my kids have been sick twice in the last month. The first week they were sick, it was the week before Halloween. So we didn't, and then the week after it rained. So we didn't go to the pumpkin patch. It was kind of disappointing, honestly. We didn't get to really do anything because the first half of October was super hot and the second half we were either sick. I think somebody else mentioned it. Someone in the spooky family down in the comments was like, yeah, October was kind of a blur. The first half was hot. The second half, we were all sick. It was the same way around here in this house. And then a couple of days after Halloween, I feel like this always happens every year. And I say this because I feel like every year when we go holiday hunting, it's always late because I'm like, I've been sick for a couple of weeks. I haven't been able to go out. It happens every year. And sure enough, the plague hit our house a couple days after Halloween. So our kids still have runny noses, coughs. It's been horrible. It's actual, like I feel like I've been beat up. And then to top it all off, here came the anniversary of Neens' death. And so that was, it's been 1 year since we lost Neens. And I don't think I ever really fully grieved that whole, I mean, losing my dog that I've had for 19 years and then preparing mentally and physically to give birth 2 days later, I can't even wrap my head around it. Like, it doesn't even feel like that happened. That didn't happen. It wasn't me. That didn't happen. But it did. And I don't even know. But anyways, so it's been kind of a sad month anyway, because everyone was sick and then that happened. And then it was Lachlan's first birthday, which is so great and happy and exciting for him, but also kind of sad at the same time. Like the first birthday is always super exciting and super sad all at the same time, at least in my experience. I don't know if everyone, I feel like everyone kind of feels that a little bit. You kind of feel that little bit of, how has it been a year? How did this happen? And although I'm so happy I'm not pregnant anymore, hallelujah, I'm still like really sad. Like, how did this happen? My babies are growing up. Like it doesn't even feel real. So anyways, it's been a lot of emotions. Kind of feel like I've been beat up, but here we are. We have arrived. We were already hanging on by a thread, but now we're hanging on by a micro thread. I don't know what else is smaller than that. We're hanging on by the idea of a thread. That's what's happening. Anyways, that's besides the point. Now that we've been jabbing our jaws for 300 years, I wanted to do a little bit of a haul and show you guys what I got online and some store pick or delivery. I don't know what we did, but I'm gonna switch cameras real quick. So first thing I wanted to show you, I was at Walmart the other day doing some holiday hunting. You're gonna see that video here coming up. I've been kind of I was filming both of these videos at the same time, the Halloween clearance and the holiday hunting. So you'll see them come out kind of close together. And then we're going to do some other fall things and we'll kind of switch back and forth between late fall, Thanksgiving, and holiday stuff all at the same time. You know, just all a randomness per usual. So anyways, I was at Walmart. I saw these. Okay, you know how Walmart this year for their Halloween, they did full-blown every single holiday ever except for Halloween, pretty much. They had spooky bunnies. They had spooky hearts. They had, what else did they have? Oh, gingerbread houses, like spooky gingerbread houses. They had all the different holidays except for Halloween, pretty much. Anyways, found these conversation heart ornaments. I'm gonna open these up. And they were 10 cents for a pack. 10 cents. That's a steal of a deal if I've ever heard one. So I got this lavender color. It says, I love Boo on it. I think it's like I love you, but I love Boo. I don't know if I'm understanding. This would be perfect for my Halloween tree with my ghosties and bats and all sorts of things. So I'm all excited about these. 10 cents. I got 3 of them. I should have probably gotten more. But what did the other ones say? The other ones said Hocus Pocus and they were orange. I just didn't feel like it went with my tree. So I got the lavender. I don't have anything else lavender. So wait, did I get something else lavender? I don't know. Anyways, we got those. Then, speaking of Halloween, I'm going to go ahead and mention this because we went to Michael's and I didn't end up getting those pink bats because I forgot them. And then when I went back, I didn't see them. So who knows where the pink bats were. Maybe I can look online. Anyways, I did find these Halloween looking cookie cutters. And every year we usually do Halloween cookies. This one is a spider web with a heart in the center. This one, I don't know if this one's Halloween, is it? This one's a bat, but I don't know if it's Halloween per se, but we can always make it Halloween. And this one has skeleton hands in the shape of a heart. I think these are perfect for Halloween. I'm so excited now. I think that's really all I got. I had this plan in my head. I was like, I'm gonna get stuff for Halloween. But honestly, even the pink stuff, I don't know if anyone else felt this way. Even for Halloween, I didn't see a whole lot that I really loved that was pink or purple, and it wasn't because it was pink or purple, it's because I just didn't like the decor style, like, or whatever it was in general, like the little Like a lot of stuff was iridescent or sparkly. So like the sparkly chic ghost at Michael's. I just didn't like the sparkle. I shouldn't have been picky, but whatever. Here we are. Also for Michael's, they did have some Spooky Town stuff, 60% off. So all the Pasteloween or Halloween stuff, I'm calling it, and Spooky Town stuff was 60% off. So that was the most I saw it marked down. Right now, I believe, I looked online, everything Halloween, I believe on Michael's, last I looked, is 70% off. So if you're looking if you're looking for anything from Michael's, a lot of the Halloween stuff is marked down, or all of it, I think. Whatever's left over is marked down 70% online. A lot of it is still available for shipping. So if you're willing to take the risk to have it shipped, I've had good luck with Michael's and shipping. But anyways, because they usually pack it super well. I'm not mature enough for that statement. Anyways, that's... And in case you're wondering, Ghoul, you talked about Spooky Town all season long. Where was it? What happened? Where did it go? Did you put it out? I did put out Spooky Town, and I definitely underestimated the child situation. I don't know if I'm gonna have to put a whole playpen or baby gate around the table. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Well, regardless, I took down, when I had the witch table up, Lucian had no interest in the witch table. Lachlan's not even tall enough to reach it, so I wasn't worried about him. But Lucian didn't even care about the witch table, didn't go over there, showed no interest whatsoever. But then as soon as I got Spooky Town out, I didn't even light it up. It was just the little figurines. He's super into toys, figurines, it doesn't matter what they are. They could be spooky, they could be dogs, they could be cats, they could be dinos. He loves just all different types of figurines right now. And so as soon as he saw the Spooky Town figurines, he didn't even care about the houses. He went straight for those figurines and he wanted to play with them. So I should have known better. Of course, he's a toddler. He's going to want to touch this stuff. I knew that, but he had shown no interest in that area whatsoever. So I thought I was going to get lucky and he just was going to be like, oh, I'm not interested in this stuff. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, that's besides the point. I thought I could get away with it and have the chairs. I had pushed the dining room chairs up and I was like, well, he can't reach. Wrong again. He can't reach the center. So I had to push everything into the center, so it wasn't very aesthetically pleasing. I didn't get to set up my whole pathways and do the whole thing. So it was kind of just a general, had all my buildings up, and then I had a bunch of figures in the center. But I did move them out for the visuals. So I moved them out at nighttime and took some visuals before I packed them up and put them away. But anyway, so I think what we're going to do next year, and maybe for the next couple of years until the boys are old enough to not, they're going to, of course, love Spooky Town and they're going to enjoy it and see it lit up and the figures and all that. But once they're no longer a choking hazard or, they're not going to get yeeted across the room, you know what I mean? Then we can bring it back and put it somewhere out in the living space. But until then, I think next year we're going to put it in my office. That way I can put I'm going to put some fold out tables out and maybe do like an L shape and put out my Spooky Town, do all the roads. And then that way also, I feel like I can start it earlier. So I can start it when we start Halloween hunting. I can start working on it and putting it out. And then that way I can close the door to my office or put up a baby gate or whatever in front of my door and keep the kids out of the office and away from Spooky Town for now until they're old enough to enjoy it without destroying it, kind of thing. Okay, anyways, I found Spooky Town for 60% off at Michael's. I got this little fall tree. I love these trees. They're so pretty in the Spooky Town. And I also got these light up stumps that have these light up eyes. Let me see if I can get it in focus. Oh, there we go. Their eyes light up and it has a little battery pack. Oh, I love that it has a battery pack. That makes it so much easier. And I also got this creepy cat. It's a boy with a creepy cat. I'm going to call this Lachlan. Because Lachlan right now, you guys, obsessed with cats. Obsessed. I don't know what it is. We don't have a cat. His grandma, my mother-in-law, has cats. But he doesn't even seem to care about live cats. He just likes pictures of cats, books with cats, stuffed animals that are cats. Any sort of cat, anything that's not a real cat, he loves. So I think it's really funny. Anyways, then I also got this ghoul. Who's this? The Count's Candy. It's got this vampire ghoul serving candy on a platter, I think. Oh, it's a piece of candy corn on a platter. It kind of goes with the candy corn the Counts candy corn building I got this year goes with that theme. So that's why I got 60% off. That's really all they had left. And then at Home Goods, oh, I got a couple of fall things. I'll show that after I do Halloween. Let me get my other Halloween things. I gotta show you what I got from TJ Maxx. All right, so TJ Maxx online had some steals of a deals. Better than the deals I was seeing in stores. But first of all, let me show you this. I got this Summerween. This is one of those anti-fatigue rugs, you know, the squishy rugs. And it's this Summerween squishy rug with, I don't know if this is in focus. Hold on a minute. It has all of these ghosts on flotation devices in this, like, the mat is blue, so it looks like water. And all of these ghosts, look at the flamingo. Flemmy the flamingo's here, everybody. There's all these ghosts on flotation devices. Anyways, this was $5. $5. To me, that's a steal. Like, I wasn't gonna pay full price for a Summerween rug, but $5 for this anti-fatigue. It's like one of those really nice, really squishy mats. And I have one. I have my Joanna Parker one that I put down here during Halloween, and I love it. You can't get anything for $5 anymore, but apparently you can get a Summerween mat, everybody. Anyways, I'm not fully decking out my house in Summerween this year, but I feel like it's a fun way to just add some little Summerween accents. Maybe I'll do a little towel and then my anti-fatigue mat and call it a day. Maybe I'll try, I wanted to get one of those pineapple, jack-o'-lantern guys, but I didn't find any I really liked. The quality was kind of, because I'm not looking to fully decorate my house in Summerween. Just little things. Anyways, next I found these. I am the most excited about these. The picture of these on the website, horrible. I don't think anyone knew what these were because they were on there forever. And okay, let me show you what they are first. They are these, they call them spiderweb placemats. Wait, I need to put them where, because or maybe I just need to show a visual. I'll show a separate visual on my white countertops so you can see what they look like in all of their glory. But they are these metal, they're calling them placemats or chargers. They call them placemats. I think they were chargers. They call them chargers. But they're more like placemat, charger, I don't know. Doesn't matter because they are these metal spiderweb, I'm going to call them a charger. I can't remember what Anthropology was calling them, but basically these are Anthropology dupes. I didn't see the Anthropology ones in the flesh or touch them, so I don't know what the quality was like, but they look so similar to these. But the Anthropology ones were like $50 a charger or whatever you want to call these things, placemat. And then they marked them down, but they were still like $25 to $30 per one single individual one of these. Anyways, I saw them on TJ Maxx online, $9, which is still kind of pricey for a placemat. If you're like, you spent $9 on one placemat, I get that. Because, I mean, placemats, usually like a plastic placemat is going to get marked down. Like, I think I saw the ones at home were super marked down. But these are metal placemats in the shape of a spider web. So expect metal to be a little more expensive. And so $9 though. And these were originally $25 full price for $9. I feel like that's a steal of a deal. So I got 6 of these. I'm so excited about these. I cannot wait to put these on my dining room table next year. And I'm so excited because these are the perfect addition to whatever theme we're doing. I don't know if we're gonna bring back the witch table, if we're gonna do something different. I'm not sure yet, but I got 6 of these metal spiderweb placemats. These are probably one of my favorite finds this year. And for a steal of a deal, I'm so excited. Also from TJ Maxx online, I found this. This isn't technically a decor piece, but it's a spooky situation, so I want to show you. It's this wallet, this Betsy Johnson wallet. It's a black wallet. It's one of those big wallets. I love the big Betsy Johnson wallets. These are some of my favorites. Has all the room for activities on the inside. And also I love that it has a wristlet attached to it. And then on the wallet it has these metal spiders all over the place. And the metal spiders are black, so it kind of blends in. It pops just enough because they're actually 3D, like coming off of the wallet. But it's black, so it's just subtle enough, but just spooky enough that I love everything about it. This is an everyday kind of wallet for me. And I love the wristlet because I feel like this is way easier to take out with me. Got that from TJ Maxx online. Did I get anything else from TJ Maxx? I did, but it's gonna be my holiday haul. because I got some dill pickle earrings, everybody. Anyways, all right, speaking of Spooky Town, I hit the Spooky Town clearance jackpot. So the day after Halloween, I get online at Home to see what kind of deals they had, see what they had left over in store, because At Home is one of those places you can see what they have in store for pickup, which is great. They don't always put everything out though, I noticed. So I just wanted to see, like, get a gist of it, because I was really trying to scope out which stores I was wanting to go to, because I knew I wanted to go to Spirit Halloween because they pack up and leave a couple days later. So I knew I wanted to go there, but At Home is nowhere close to Spirit Halloween. I only had so much time. I saw online they had 50% off and they had their Spooky Town sets, but they never got them in my area. None of my like closest At Homes got their Spooky Town sets. It was all the way, remember when we drove out like an hour out of the way? And man, we saw some good stuff that day. So I could not believe these were still available on the website. We're sitting there, I'm ordering them, and all of a sudden as I'm checking out, it says it's out of stock. Like nothing is available anymore. And not for pickup, not for anything. I'm like, oh no, they sold out. That sucks. Like, guess I'm not getting these. Meanwhile, Dallas tries and he gets it. It went through for him. It told me it was all out of stock when I tried. I was like, it's probably some sort of mismark, or they just updated it, but his phone wasn't updating or something. I don't know what I thought, but my phone said it was not available. So anyways, lo and behold, there they were on my front doorstep in all of their glory later that afternoon, delivered to my house. So I got some new Spooky Towns, 50% off. I got this witch cottage. It's like a witchy cottage. It comes with, it's a whole 18-piece set. Comes with the witchy cottage. It's kind of like a gingerbread looking cottage with these pumpkins and a bunch of witches and this little witch girl walking a dog and this witch lamp. It's a whole steal of a deal. 18-piece set, 50% off. And then I also got the Quick Bite Spider Diner. That comes with, this is a 12-piece set, comes with the spider diner and the candy corn lamps, some trees, some little figurine guys, and I love these candy corn lights. I think these are so cute, and they're the perfect addition. I love these sets because they store so nicely. Everything has a box, everything has a place, and even all the little things, it's in a little box within a box, so they're protected. It's so nice. And then it also comes with the cord to where you can connect all the accessories to the house, and you don't have to have a million cords. Like, you don't have to have separate plugs. It all connects to one plug, which I really like too. Anyways, this one has, this is the something, I don't know, it's like a spooky mansion. It has a bunch of ghosts and scary things in this house and a bunch of ghosts running around chasing people. So the figurines you get are ghosts scaring people pretty much. And then this vulture guy. And then you get a moon lamp, which I love, and this light up bottle brush tree. I'm so excited. This is an 11-piece set, so these were 50% off. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Okay. Anyways, what else did we get? I think, is that it? Oh, I got some fall/Thanksgiving things I'm going to show you guys just really quick because I got them on clearance. All right, so first thing I got, this Nordic Ware wheat and pumpkin loaf pan. This wasn't super marked down, but enough to where I didn't want to leave it there. This was originally $25. It was $18 on sale. I think everything was marked 20 to 25% off. But this loaf pan is beautiful. I already made, was it pumpkin loaf or was it gingerbread? I think it was a pumpkin loaf, but it came out beautifully. Like, just taking it out of the pan was super easy, and it looked super detailed and beautiful. And this is perfect for fall. It's perfect for Thanksgiving. I feel like this is all year round for me. I love a good pumpkin moment. It's got pumpkin, it's got wheat. So then I found this Joanna Parker fall mug, also on clearance. I normally never find Joanna Parker on clearance, but this is like a little, what are you, a chipmunk? I think it's a little, or squirrel. I don't know what you are, dude, but you're a little critter in a corn cob outfit. And I love everything about this. Then I also got this silver turkey. And I saw this earlier in the season and I really liked it, but I was like, man, I don't know. And then it was on clearance for $11 and I was like, okay, I'm sold because I don't really have any turkey decor, but I have a lot of black, whites, and silvers in my house. So I thought it'd be a perfect little addition. Just a little something in the bathroom or in the kitchen or on my dining room table. I can kind of move it around throughout the years. This is one I can pull out year after year and use it again and again. My last little fall thing from Home Goods on clearance. These are so cute. These were $3, not together, just $3 a piece, which is still, I feel like, a steal of a deal. You can barely find anything at the Dollar Tree for $3 anymore. And these are so cute. These little toadstools. Let me see if I can get a good visual of them. But it's a super cute fall toadstool decor with these, it's kind of this green velvety fabric on top. And then these are, it's like a, I don't even know what kind of texture this is. It almost feels like a real mushroom. It has little nuts and berries and moss on the base. These are so cute. I thought these would be perfect for my mystical magical harvest table. So you'll see how that turns out here coming up. Okay, so that's it for my little Halloween / fall clearance haul. I wanted to add this to the end of this video since we didn't do a whole lot of, we kind of did some early Halloween clearance hunting, and then the deals kind of just stayed the same. It was still 50% off pretty much everywhere. We had already seen stuff. So I didn't do a whole lot of clearance hunting in the flesh, but I did some online, and we still did some in the flesh. But a lot of the deals were online. A lot of the deals are still online. I've been seeing stores continue to mark things down. That's it for this video. I just wanted to sit here and jam my jaws, give you a little update after we did some Halloween clearance hunting. So if you're like, well, how are you still going to Spirit Halloween? This is like 2 weeks later. Spirit Halloween's not even open anymore. I know, well, except for maybe their flagship, I don't know, or the Spirit Christmas. We're not getting a Spirit Christmas where I'm at, so that really bums me out. I hope they keep expanding because I'd really love to see it, but hope you enjoyed hanging out here with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. Hope you're doing amazing. Hope you're feeling amazing. And I hope you had an amazing Halloween. So we're going to be continuing on into holiday hunting and decorating and vlogs. We're going to be doing our grocery vlog for Thanksgiving and some fall vlogs to wrap up the season. And then we're going to get into the holiday vlogs and decorating and all that kind of stuff. So if you're out there and you're like, Rule, I'm over Halloween, I'm moving on to holiday stuff, it's coming because I've been filming it at the same time as Halloween clearance. So I'm just working on editing it and it'll come out pretty close to this video. So keep your eyes peeled because it's coming out here soon and we'll be continuing on our holiday hunt. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out here. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys next time.